You heard everything there is to hear about the Holocaust. But today, in this Holocaust Day, I want to share with you a short insight that maybe will try to explain why this genocide, this Holocaust, was so big, so significant, and so different than anything else that happened before or after. These teachings are made by a professor. His name is Joseph Ben Shlomo, and he gave a couple of notes to remember. I'm going to go with them fast, but you can elaborate and you can understand how they are so true in so many levels. But these are the 6 elements to explain why it was so different. Number 1, Judenrein. The process of killing the Jewish people in the Holocaust was with the main goal of erase them from the planet. It's a nation that stood up in the morning and just said, we want to erase all the Jews. If there are Jewish people who live in Cuba, it's not good. We need to go and make an effort to kill them. Children, babies, adults, whoever you are. Judenrein, Jewish clean without any of them. Number 1. Number 2, in the Vanza Accords, in the meetings, everybody was in favor of the decision for the final solution. It was something that happened and passed without nobody offending and going against it. The truth is, in that matter of time, and of course it came from the political perspective, there were no people who were opposing this decision. No leagues, no groups, no demonstrations. Everybody was into it. It was a decision that was made by all the officials without anybody against it, and all the minor people and all the groups weren't vocal about going against it. Number 3, in many ways, the Germans, even during the war, were able to just to kill more Jewish people, go against their own needs and their own will in fighting the war. We know of many occasions that even in the process of losing battles or losing fronts, they said it's more important to kill Jewish people at the same time and even lose some battles, but just in the bigger process of killing the Jewish people. There was nothing before that. Number 4, sometimes people love to examine and say that when these kind of stories happen, oh, they were mad, they were crazy, they were unnormal. It's not true. Everything that happened in the Holocaust happened with cruelty, with cold cruelty, I would say. They were normal people. They were people with sense. They had explanations. It does not mean if you're going to stop a Nazi in the street, it would give you the whole philosophy in theory. But generally saying, it didn't came from just a verge of emotions or just a verge of, okay, we need to do something from a spiritual perspective. It came with a cold-minded decision that was so horrific at that time. Number 5. Even in the darkest time when the war started and the Allies already were fighting, examined and to see that the camps and the concentration camps and death camps were photographed and yet not bombarded. The killing of the Jewish people happened all the way to the end. And the ongoing war and the ongoing battle of, freeing Europe from Germany didn't stop with just finishing the Holocaust of the Jewish people. It happened at the same time and it continued all the way till the end. And 6th and last one, in every other genocide or any other war, there's always a way out of it. If you're going to cooperate with the enemy, if you're going to convert your religion, if you're going to escape or any way, shape or form, we know that in the German Nazis didn't really count. And even if people converted, and even if people were Judenrein and kapos and helped them, still helping them and helping their families and show them secure and help wasn't something that was planned. Here and there are stories of people that survived, but it wasn't a planned system. You cooperate with us, we're going to help you. These 6 elements are the biggest elements who makes everything different about the Holocaust. And I can tell you on a personal note that when you look back at my family's history and every family history actually in Israel, you see how horrific it is that a generation was erased completely. Who can imagine where the Jewish people were and what the horrific situation would bring us in this time of age when we're sitting here in Israel and we're trying to face in a reality that is not easy at that time. We cannot but stop considering and thinking to ourselves, look at what the Jewish people went through. Look at how bad it was. What do we do now to fight and to continue to say never again? The words in Australia and many other places that talk about never again is exactly that. In a time when we continue to see Jewish hatred, we can see demonstration, we see Nazi symbols. This week we saw in Europe in different places. This is where we need to stop and say never again. What happened there was cruel, was bad, was vicious, was all the things that humanity cannot exist with. It needs to stop. We need to remember and we need to learn from that and continue to the future with never again. Never again it will happen. In these days when we remember all the casualties and all the victims of the Holocaust, we pray to God that He will bring mercy and merit to His people, to His nation, to His land. Thank you.